Okay, welcome to the 22nd episode of the Bloomers podcast. My name is Amar Gohar, and thank you for clicking. Thank you for potentially listening to this entire thing. I don't know. Check the timestamps in the description if you want to skip ahead. But yeah, it's been a while, and I got some things to talk about as to why I haven't been uploading as fast as I want to. But we'll get to that later. And if you watch the whole thing, you'll figure out. But anyways, I hope you're doing good. If it's your first time watching, if you're a returning viewer, thank you for watching. My God, it's been a weird time, uh, personally, and just in general. But today I want to talk about some things that just have been on my mind, and I've written them down here. And I want to, as normal as this thing is normally, just get things off my mind, stream of consciousness. You know how it is. But I think the biggest lesson I've learned this year is just to shoot your shot and take as many opportunities as you can, seize the moment, and just do not care what anyone thinks. Like, we care about what people think, because it's human nature to like want acceptance by your peers and stuff and by people around you. But like, to a family extent, I agree with that. But honestly, apart from that, screw that. I say screw that. And like, when I'm on my deathbed, right, I'm going to be asking myself, did I become the person I wanted to become? Did I live a happy life? Did I impact people in a positive way? Like, I'm not going to be thinking about this stupid stuff like, oh, what did this person think about me? What did this person say about me? Like, it's going to be about, in general, did I really do what I wanted to do? Or did I not? And like, if we don't take advantage of the moment now and we don't do what we want to do now, there's going to be a time when we're on our deathbeds and we're going to be having those same questions about, did I really do what I wanted to do? And the answer is going to be no. So I think it's so necessary that we do things to prevent that from happening. Like, for example, like I'm going to use myself as an example here. Like, just because this is what I've done in the last year, which is start this podcast. And it was me kind of realizing like I was 18, right? But I realized like I only have so much time to live in this world. And like, if I don't do something that I really want to do, because like it was on my mind a lot, right? My mind was telling me that, I really wanted to do this. When I wanted to start making videos, I wanted to start creatively expressing myself. But like, if I didn't do that at some point, I was going to die, and that would be something that I didn't do, and I would be, unfulfilled as a person. Obviously wants are endless, but you understand that like you can still do X amount of things before you die. And now that I've started to do this and I've gotten comfortable in the process, it's been really fulfilling, and it makes me, it's a rewarding process. It's not just like, I do it once and it's not toxic, it's just really natural and good for me. And that's kind of like an example of that, of me doing something like that. But like, also, and this I'm not even trying to flex by saying this, but like, I've gone on a lot of vacations this year. Like, I went to Bahrain, I went to Pakistan, I went to Europe, all within like the last 2 months ever since school ended. But all those vacations, right, it was just me and my family looking at the idea of like we are guaranteed this time, like the present we're guaranteed, and like we got to take advantage of the moment. We got to seize the moment and do these things before like 4 years pass and we just look back like, damn, we just, we could have done this, we should have done this, what if we had done that? And that's not the way that I want to live my life at all. And that's not the way that I think anyone should live their life, to like look back and think like, what if I had done this? So that's why I think it's so important to just take advantage of the moment. Like, and also like, oh my God, in this other way, which is literally my house is on sale right now and someone purchased it. I'm just going to say that. Honestly, I probably shouldn't have said it, but whatever, who cares? It doesn't even matter. Someone bought our house, and I'm going to be moving out of this house, so that means that this sadly, this freaking room is gonna be gone in less than a month. I'm not gonna be in this, studio anymore, which sucks. But, you know, nothing lasts forever. You don't do one thing forever. You don't stay in one place forever. It's okay. I'm gonna move on to a bigger, better place in the future, inshallah. But that too, the idea of my family selling our house, it was like, we looked at our house, we looked at its age, looked at the community. We were kind of getting tired of being in this house. I love this house, we love this house, but at a certain point, you gotta move on. And we decided that, earlier this year, the market was booming for, the real estate market was booming. So naturally we decided to put our house on sale and just, test the waters. If it didn't sell, if it didn't sell, it didn't sell. If it did, then, we'd go ahead with it. So we put it on sale, and then like June 5th, I think, something like that, someone purchased it and the deal was finalized. And yeah, so that is like an example of this, right? That like without that we would just be still sitting in this house right now, and like, or not right now, you know what I mean, like months in the future, and there would be no change. But I feel like you need to do that. You need to take these chances, and like it was good because now we're gonna get, like, we took advantage of the market. We got like a bigger return on our house than we would have got if we sold it when, like right now, when like the market's cooling off. Like, I think you understand what I mean. I'm kind of like struggling to speak right now, but yeah, I think that's just so important. And like, when it comes to, taking opportunities and creating your own ideas, I feel like it's so important to, like, you need to understand that the world is just run by ideas. Like, you look at everything on your phone right now. Everything that you see on your phone is someone else's idea. You might have your own creation on your phone, but like, everything that you use, everything that you see is someone else's idea. And most of the things out in real life are other people's ideas as well. But my piece of advice for anyone out there who wants to live a better life is to think of an idea. It could be absolutely anything. It doesn't even matter what it is. Absolutely anything. And think about ways you can bring that idea, you can materialize that idea, you can bring it to fruition, bring it into real life. You will automatically 100% guaranteed live a better life when you make steps towards that. Think about in your heart, what is it that you've been telling yourself for a long time you want to do? Things that your mind has been leaning towards, what you want to say, what you want to be, what you want to do, that type of thing. And I promise you will live a better life. You will take steps to live a better life than you are right now. And it'll benefit you professionally, it'll benefit you emotionally, it'll benefit you psychologically. Just trust me, just do it. Like, oh my god, like with this podcast, man, I'm sounding selfish and arrogant and narcissistic by saying this, but like, this podcast is I'm living proof for this, man. You can live such a good life if you just, like, obviously, okay, listen. I care what other people think. I'll be honest with that. But I try really hard, and in almost all my decisions, I take that into account, that like, I should not care what people think. And I should do this regardless of what people think. Like, I purposely make that choice to do this regardless of what anyone thinks. If this is what I really want, I'm going to do it. And like, that has contributed. That is also something that I do in this podcast, is I don't, in the moment, I don't care what people think. And it goes back to what I said earlier. Like, when I think about it, when I'm on my deathbed, or when I'm about to die, or if I were to die tomorrow, would I want to be doing this right now? Yes. for sure. So that's kind of my trick that I play on myself, is to think about the idea of death. And I've talked about this before. If you've seen my 4th episode, like, this is my way of making my life better, is to not care what people think, and to have my own creative process, my own creative work, and just, screw what people think. Why does it matter? It does not. People will think. People will always think. You can't ever stop it. Just accept it. Just accept it like you accept death, and like you accept taxes. Like, it's gonna happen. People are gonna think. So what? Doesn't matter. Just do what you want. Do what you want. Say what you want. Be who you want. It's all about you. Well, it's not all about you. You gotta care about other people too. But like, it's your life, man. You got one life to live. Screw it. Who cares? Like, call your shots. Shoot your shots. Take your opportunities. Just do what you want. This is so funny. This is such a weird video I'm making right now. Oh my god. I don't think I'm okay. I'm sorry. I don't think I'm okay right now. I really wanted to make this video just because I was like so, I don't know, not pissed, but like, I'm so passionate about this idea of just like doing what you want and just not caring what people think. So I hope you're enjoying this so far. But yeah, one thing that I've also started to do this year is really just be honest with myself. And this is something that is sort of a problem in Western society. We have this problem here where people will kind of play a character and say what you want to hear, and they won't really be honest about things. If someone takes you to a restaurant and they say, buy this food, I really like this food, I had it last time, and then you buy it and then you eat it and you don't like it, but you just tell them that you like it because you would find it rude to say that you wouldn't like it, but in like other cultures and other societies, there isn't exactly that type of thing where you can just like play a character. Like, you can be honest and it's okay. You can say it truthfully that you don't like it and it's okay. And that's something that I've been trying to do with others, but mainly with myself. So when my heart or like my mind tells me that I really want to do this, or I really want to eat this, or I really want to say this, I 90% of the time do it. I'm trying to make that 100% now, but like most of the time, yes. And like, I don't like half-ass things or like put things off, because that's what keeps you up at night. The things that you don't do, the things that you don't say, those are the things that, you're gonna keep asking yourself, what if I had done this? What if I had said that? What if I had done this differently? And that's not something that I want to occupy my headspace. I don't want that to be a thing. So that's why I really think it's so important to just take your opportunities and shoot your shot and see what happens. If it happens, it happens. If something good comes out of it, that's great. But if nothing happens, whatever, it's okay. Life goes on, life moves on, and nothing stays the same all the time. You don't do the same thing forever. You can see how this is kind of like, this whole episode is like repeating again and again, going in like a circle. But yeah, like one other thing, going back to this like whole being honest with myself and doing what I want thing. If you know what a tier list is, it's basically like you get a category, or you get a bunch of things like an artist's albums, or foods, and you basically just rank them through different lists, different tiers. So there's like S tier, which is like the best. There's A tier, there's B tier, there's C tier, there's F tier. So yeah, the trash tier. And it's just like a fun thing, you rank a bunch of different things. And I did Logic albums and Logic mixtapes in one video on my other channel. And that was something that just like, I woke up today and I was just thinking like, I want to do this. I've seen other people do it and I've liked their videos. I've enjoyed watching their videos of them ranking albums and stuff, so I want to do it. So then I started to do it, and I had a lot of fun making the video. And if you want to go see it, go check out my second channel, link in the description. But yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed myself, and through that honesty with myself and trusting myself and going through with that action, I feel happier than I would if I hadn't done it. So, I mean, I really just suggest that you do what you want, do what your heart says. Screw it. Like that video, I honestly watched it and I was like, this is kind of cringe. Like when I looked at myself, I was like, dude, this is so embarrassing. But in the moment and looking back, I was and I am happy that I did it, and I had fun. But yeah, that was kind of it. That's kind of all I wanted to say. Um, Kind of just like a rant type video. I don't really know what this was. It's pretty late. Oh, I forgot to do the whole date thing that I do at the beginning of the video. It's Friday, July 1st, 1:09 a.m. So happy Canada Day to anyone who celebrates or enjoys it. Um, yeah, I don't know. I really wanted to make a video because uh, my upload schedule has been terrible, and like I said at the beginning, it's because the reason why is because number one, because of my moving situation. Like, we're moving from the house, and if you've moved out of a house before, you understand that, like, bro, this is like such a hard process, and there's a lot of work you have to do, and it's annoying. In the end, it pays off, but and like I've moved before, but this is only house, like I've been in this house since 2014 in Calgary. So I've basically my entire time in Calgary that I've lived in the city for, I've spent in this house. So it's pretty much my childhood house, and that has been the reason why I haven't been uploading. And on top of that, I went to Europe from on for like 10, 11 days this month, and that took up a lot of my time. And obviously vacation fatigue is a thing. Yes, it is. It's a real thing. And for like the last 10 days, 11 days, I've just had not had the energy. On top of moving and on top of this vacation, I just haven't had the energy to upload. Damn, I'm talking for a long time. But yeah, man, I've just been trying to focus my energy on like fixing my mind and thinking better, and throughout these last 10 days, and just like focusing on like family and like keeping my priorities straight, which are like right now my priority is my family and my moving situation. So I've been trying to support them and be a good son and brother throughout this process, and not just be ignorant and stupid. So yeah. And I've also had to balance like hanging out with friends and stuff, which is kind of hard throughout this time, but I think I've been doing it okay. I don't know, my friends comment in the comment section. But yeah, I acknowledge that I'm pretty weird right now, and I haven't really acted like this in an episode before, and I think that's just because it's late and I'm tired, and I woke up at like 8 something a.m. today. But yeah, I don't care. Back to what I said earlier. I don't care how I act in this. What's gonna happen? Like, everything I'm saying is true. Or at least, like, I could be wrong about some of this stuff. You might disagree, which is okay. And I might be wrong in the future. I might look back in this video and say like, and change my mind. But for now, I think I'm right about this stuff. Oh my god, this sounds so narcissistic, bro. Like I hate when I come off like that sometimes in these videos. Like I'm a narcissist, or like I'm egotistical or something, because I really keep my ego in check, and I try not to. I noticed that I do something that's really narcissistic, and that is victimizing myself. And that's when, like, you know, you're doing something and you say, and something happens and you're like, oh, of course it's me. That's narcissism straight up. Like, because you're saying that like you're above everyone else, and this only happens to you, and you're victimizing yourself, and it's just narcissism, man. Straight up. So I hate that, and I've been trying to stop that and stop thinking that way. That's also what I mean by like clearing my mind and thinking better. Like don't think I'm like depressed or anything. No way. it's the summer, man. It's the break. There's no way I could be depressed. But yeah, just like I need to, those little things like that, screw that. I hate that. I'm trying to cleanse myself of that type of stuff. Stupid stuff. But yeah, man. Just know that, oh my god, the moving date, the day that this whole moving thing stops is pretty far away still. It's in late July. So just know that for the month of August, around the 1 year anniversary of this channel, I'm going to go crazy with the uploads. Like I'm literally, when I'm completely free, then I'm just going to go absolutely crazy. And like, there's a lot of work in this house that has to be done still. Because our house is like, it's, again, this sounds narcissistic and like I'm bragging, but our house is big. And we're moving to a really small house for a temporary amount of time. But I mean, temporarily, but you know, that's just like what has been going on, and that's why things have not been normal, and they will be in the month of August. I'm gonna go crazy because, again, my heart will be telling me to. I'm gonna stick and stay consistent to these lessons that I've been trying to, tell you in this video. I'm gonna stay true to it. And I'm gonna go crazy, and because that's what I want deep down. I want to upload on this channel, whether it's popular or not, whether anyone watches or not. It's fun. I like doing this, and people who watch give me an extra bit of, not happiness. I wouldn't say, just because that's kind of toxic to make your happiness about related to something other people do all the time, but like. Pleasure. Yeah, pleasure. That's the word, pleasure. Gives me a sense of pleasure that, people enjoy it. But yeah. Thanks for watching this mess of an episode, and I hope I made you laugh and cringe and think and provoked your mind a bit. But yeah, I'm going to go to sleep now because it's very late and I don't feel good. I feel tired. I feel my eyes shutting down on me, and my voice this is not how my voice normally sounds. This is the nighttime voice that I have. So, thanks for watching, and bye.